Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on the final day here, just chilling out at the beach, hanging out, having a good time, trying to find us some good Pokemon. And we got some things to talk about later. We got some prep to get ready for next week. But for now, we're gonna start off with 3,970 sneaky snacking, which is of course not enough to push us anywhere in the ranks. We're not trying to, so it's fine. It's whatever. We are going to grab 200 sleep points, and that's going to put us at a grand total of 5,620 sleep points. And for our daily lottery, we can pick up, hopefully, some diamonds. That would have been nice. Hey, ask and you shall receive 15 of them. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's go ahead and collect from everybody. Let's get this breakfast up and running. Raiko, you have really let me down this week. Let's see if you can change that around on Sunday. Let's see. Nope. Uh, not good. Not good. Okay, well, Jolteon has actually done fairly well, but not as well as I would have liked. But, again, if they're going to pick a week to slack off, this is the week. This is the week. Still no skill trigger even from Pupitar. Okay, that's unfortunate. Double skill trigger here would make me feel better, though. Wow. I suppose this is what I get for not running a healer all week. They go to bed with almost no energy, and then they show up with no triggers at all. At least we got one. We got one. That's good. And another thing we got yesterday, which really helped out, Jolteon triggered twice, and both of them were on our little Toxicroak here. So we got a bunch of oil from that. So we're definitely set on oil, and we can swap our Toxicroak out for our Meowscarada, and we are in a good place. For now, let's just make the breakfast. We still haven't completed the mission. I think we need, what, 1 or 2 more meals to finish up that mission, and we can be done with it. Since Raiko's on the team, I'm just using Bean Burger, just because we have extra sausage, so it doesn't matter. I could put more ingredients in, but, why? Extra tasty would be nice, just to get a little XP on that Bean Burger curry, but it is what it is. 1,988 from this dish. Not enough to level up, but we're not worried about it. It is what it is. We are just cooking to get that mission complete. And that's it. That's all we care about. Once that mission is done, not making any more dishes. And we are already set for tomorrow with ingredients. So, well, once we get Meowscarada on the team, we will be set. Other than that, we ain't missing anything. But let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report, and we'll see if we can get something nice. Again, hunting for Quaxley and Squirtle top tier. Those are the ones we really want. Quaxley more than anybody. Squirtle right behind him, and Diglett. Probably Diglett actually second place for leaks. But as of right now, a lot of slumbering. All right, well, let's see. That's definitely slumbering type. But that does mean we have access to Squirtle and Quaxley potentially. But I don't know if it's actually going to give us a Squirtle and a Quaxley. We've gotten kind of unlucky this week. Not bad. Not bad. We got in a top belly and a bunch of 1-stars, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but our drowsy power is not too high, so we might still be okay. And a top belly Croconaw, huh? Not what I was expecting. So let's see, a top belly Croconaw. I definitely see some Squirtles in there, or at least some turtle shells. All right, so we got Schviel, Squirtle, Bonsly, Sudowoodo, Igglybuff, Blastoise, Croconaw, and Igglybuff again. Okay, all right, well, there's definitely a clear winner here. And it is the Squirtle. That is the clear winner. That's the one we really want to catch out of everything here. Unfortunately, did not get Squirtle and Quaxley. That's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. And Squirtle did not show up hungry. My bad luck definitely paying off. There we go. We're going to catch the Squirtle and Blastoise. I really do like your main skill, but you know what? You are hungry. Can I catch you? No, definitely not. Definitely cannot catch Blastoise with just a premium biscuit. So we'll feed the bonus biscuit, see if we get a crit cap. And hey, got that 10%. There we go. All right, well, job done. Now, Igglybuff, I don't know that I want to feed you a premium biscuit either, because I don't. What I want to do is also feed you just a regular Poke Biscuit. Crit cap or no, we're done. Not a crit cap there. Didn't get double lucky, but it is what it is. Not worried about it. We already have a really good Wigglytuff. It would just almost certainly be more candies from the professor. But the one that I do want to go ahead and feed is you. I'm going to give you the premium biscuit. We do still need a berry finding Spheal, so hopefully we can get that today. That would be very nice. And then one Poke Biscuit to take it home, and job done. Job done. All right. Of course, it's a big hit. Of course. Well, I mean, big hit there wouldn't have mattered either way, whether we gave it a Poke Biscuit or a premium biscuit. We wouldn't have gotten out with any cheaper on the biscuit front. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's wrap things up. And I mean, we got 2 shots at ABB on a Squirtle line, but let's see. For now, let's send out that Squirtle candy, and hopefully, yeah, Squirtle candy. Yeah. Squirtle candy. That's the one. Ingredients help more than individual berries. All right. So, Squirtle candy sent out. We got about we got a decent amount of dream shards. Okay. Math is failing me right now. 8,500 dream shards thereabouts, somewhere around there. 8,600 somewhere. I don't know. Not bad. Not bad. Can't complain too much about that with how this week has gone. I miss the dream shard bonuses so much. So much. Level 13 in Lonely. And are you going to be what we need? ABB? ABA. Oh, man. We got 2 really good ABAs. So even if this is a good ABA, it's almost certainly not replacing either of them. Ingredient Finder S is a good start. Skill Trigger S is also a good start. Skill Trigger M is a little too much. Ingredient Finder, I mean, all the ingredients and all the skill triggers, that's not bad. And Inventory Up L with Speed of Help. This is a very interestingly built Squirtle. Honestly, if this was ABB, I might be happy with it. I might be happy with it if this was ABB. But as it stands, it's ABA, and that's not what we want. We can't subseed any of these skills. The only thing we can do is main skill seed that ingredient magnet. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting one. There's an interesting question here of if this was the right ingredient spread, would it be the right one to invest in? Because it does have the double ingredient finder granted all the way at level 75, which is like a year and a half away or however far we've got. But it does have Lonely, which is speed of help up. Not as nice as ingredient finding up, but still pretty nice. I mean, it PR 99 at level 100, but it takes it a while to get there. So I don't know. I mean, getting the ingredient magnet triggers is very nice. Maybe there's an argument to be made there for this one if it was ABB, but it's not. So yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from this one. It is trying to be very good. It is pretty good. If this was my first one I ever caught, this would be something I'd use. But you know, we're just looking for a different class of Squirtle at this point. Maybe Blastoise can help us out. Maybe we can get what we want with the Blastoise. Let's go ahead and refresh the page just to be sure. Quirky is not what we want to see. Not the worst thing, but not what we want. Level 26, Quirky. It is ABB, though. That is the right path. That is what we want to see there. All right, ABB. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Be the one I'm looking for. Ooh, starting off with Ingredient Finder S and Skill Trigger M. Skill Trigger S, Berry Finding. Ooh. Ingredient Finder M. No. We really didn't want that there. I really wanted that to not be there because I wanted to subseed that Ingredient Finder S and get an Inventory Up L at the end. Oh, no. Yeah, I wanted to subseed that Ingredient S. and have inventory up at level 75 or level 100. Ideally 75 instead of 100. Berry finding at 100 would have been fine. But yeah, ingredient count B. Let's see how this is looking. Is it going to be enough is the question. That's the big question is, can it bring in enough? I mean, 84 at 30 is not bad. It's not bad. It does have ingredient finder, so that is a bonus. And then we get more cocoa at 60. The skill triggers are nice, like I was saying with the Squirtle. It's nice to have those skill triggers just for the extra ingredients, but not a huge thing. It's just kind of a nice bonus. And then berry finding is also just a nice bonus. But having not evolved this one, our inventory is going to be very low on this one. So berry finding is definitely going to hurt, I think, in practicality. It may not reflect here how much it could hurt us down the road, but in practicality, it is probably going to hurt a lot. And definitely getting a lot better at 100 with that ingredient finder M all the way up to 97. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. 31 cocoa in a day. Not great, but not the worst, I suppose, at level 30. Level 60 is the one we really needed it to. We really need that number to be at least 75 at level 60. Yeah, I think 75 is kind of the minimum because there's a dessert that requires 25 cocoa per cook. So we really need ingredient count B to be 75 at level 60. And without it, I don't think this is the one. I don't think this is the one, but I do want to hold on to it. For two reasons, really. Just to throw it in the box real fast and check the production comparison between the one we have already. Let's see. So we have no ABBs outside of the one we just caught. Yeah, so we have no comparison, really. But let's check the shiny Blastoise. It's the closest we're gonna have with this new ABB. Let's expand all. Shiny Blastoise, level 54, bringing in about 50 cocoa a day, which at level 60, this one's going to go down for sure. 54, it's only 5 extra a day. I don't think it's really worth that investment. No, I really don't. I really don't think it's worth that investment because we really need this to be 75 a day minimum. Without at least 75 a day, it just doesn't cover what we need for what we're trying to catch it for. So if it can't even meet the requirements of the reason we're trying to catch it, we shouldn't keep it. So as much as I like the spread and it's actually an ABB, and I really want these sub skills to work, I think if it had been different, if this had been ingredient finder M, and at level 100 we had inventory up L, I think we might have been okay. No, it still wouldn't have been enough. That wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered. Well, I mean, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and send that one to the professor. That is unfortunate. We finally found an ABB and it just was not what we're looking for. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Hopefully Spiel will be the one we need. Even though Blastoise got the berry finding we needed that Spiel to have, maybe it will have it anyway. We got oil, and sausage, which is okay. That's not the worst. Come on, buddy. Be the one. Sleep XP bonus. That's exactly what the other one has that we currently use with helping speed M. Inventory up S. Ooh, ingredient finder. Ooh. No, not ingredient finder. That's not what we want. Oh, double ingredient finder? Oh no. And naive. Well, sadly, I think this is another bust. It's all right. Not as good as the one we have. But it's all right. It could be better. Could be a lot worse. Could have berry finding. And pretty much like I was saying at this with the Blastoise. If it doesn't even meet the standards for what we need it to do, then it goes to live with the professor. And what we need for this spiel is to have berry finding. Doesn't have berry finding, it goes to live with the professor. So unfortunately, 3 catches today, one of them a crit cap, and none of them really usable for what we need. If I was just starting out and I caught these today, they'd be pretty decent. They'd be pretty good. I'd be happy with them. But just unfortunately for where I'm at and what I need on the team, it's just not cutting it. Not cutting it at all. Looks like this one's going to round out around 64 PR. So, yikes. Yikes, man. That is very unfortunate, but that's the way the dice roll sometimes. It is all part of the game. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to bigger and better things. We got some things to discuss before tomorrow. All right. Let's see what we got going today. Do we got some good community reports? That is no new news. I got ahead of myself. The new news pops up first. I don't know why I went to community reports, but here we are with the community reports. 45 of them. Very, very nice with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 that doubled up out of 45. Really, 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 really good odds. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Let's go ahead and let's collect our missions real quick. Get that out of the way. Oh, hey, we're done cooking. When did I finish cooking? I didn't even see it pop up today. Maybe I finished it for dinner and just wasn't paying attention. Anyway, we're done cooking. Not cooking anything else the rest of the week. Let's go ahead and collect our 1,700 dream shards. And let's get... Actually, before I do that, let's collect from everybody again, just to make sure we don't accidentally erase any skill triggers, which, doesn't really matter right now. But it is what it is, especially for that guy. If we can get some extra energy on Pupitar, would not complain. Also, don't want to miss any skill triggers on Vaporeon. All right, Toxicroak, you have done well, but it is time to get the Potato Cat on the team. We definitely want those potatoes for tomorrow. That is the last thing we need to be prepared for any dish that we could get. Also, good thing we're done cooking now, because now I can try to get a couple of skill triggers off of Meowscarada and have a bit of an expanded pot for first thing tomorrow. So we're in a good place there. We're doing very well. Okay. That said, we need to figure out where we're going for this skill week next week, starting tomorrow. And I still haven't decided exactly where I'm going, but to kind of give you guys some things to think about on where you may want to go. Of course, skill week. Skill specialists have boosted spawn rates, so this is a good time for you to search for healers if you need them still, or any other skill specialists that you are missing on your team. That said, if you do have, you could always go to Greengrass, first off. You could just go to Greengrass, have access to pretty much any Pokemon ever in existence in this game. So I'm pretty sure that all of the event Pokemon spawn on Greengrass. No worries there. You could go to Siam Beach if you really want to hunt Rufflet and Braviary. I think that's going to be one of the easiest places to hunt for them. You just need to kind of be careful. Maybe you don't want to get your strength too high, because that could start to drown the spawn pool with some of the bigger Pokemon and the evolved Pokemon. So you may not want to get it too high, but also you may want to catch a Braviary over a Rufflet. Only 12 friendship points. If it shows up hungry, it's an instant premium biscuit catch, and a very easy catch with just your bonus biscuit and a great biscuit. So that's not bad. However, if you want it to be a little bit more difficult so that you don't flood the spawn pool too quickly, you could try Snowdrop as well. On Snowdrop, you've got access to Psyduck, which is really good. Same with Siam Beach. Psyduck is a really good charge strength user. A lot of people use Golduck. A lot of people swear by it. But you do have to play your game very often. You have to check like every 30 minutes to an hour if you have a really good Golduck. And it does need to be at main skill level 7. So keep that in mind. If you want to go that route, you will need to make those investments. For the beach, Igglybuff is also available. Not available on Snowdrop. So Igglybuff is a good early game healer if you are just starting out and you're still just a couple of months in. That is a good place to pick up a Igglybuff so that you can have that Wigglytuff healing. And Gulpin is there. There are a few people who do swear by Gulpin as a really good investment to get Dream Shards over time from its main skill. Also does need to be invested in. You need to have it at a pretty high level. The main skill needs to be at a high level for you to really take advantage of that. But does also spawn at the beach. So two really good Pokemon that spawn at the beach that can be used for very niche scenarios, but good Pokemon, and Rufflet and Braviary. Snowdrop, Psyduck, of course, really good. Eevee, of course, spawns everywhere, so that's a good one, regardless of what island you go to, honestly. Gulpin does also spawn at Snowdrop, so you've got Psyduck and Gulpin, same as the beach. But you also, at Snowdrop, you do have access to Pawmi. It is outside of Greengrass the first time that Pawmi shows up, so you could go there if you still don't have a Ralts. I would still suggest Ralts over Pawmi, but they're close enough in their final productions or productions, that's not the right word. Their final capabilities, that's the word I was looking for. That if you catch a really good Pawmi, you don't really you're not going to be in a rush to get a new Ralts to replace it. So that could be a really good place to go for Snowdrop because you get, again, recap, Psyduck, Eevee, Gulpin, Rufflet, and Braviary, and Pawmi. So that could be a really good place to go. If you don't care about Rufflet and Braviary, you may want to go to Lapis. Lapis does have Psyduck, Eevee, Igglybuff, and Ralts and Dedenne. So 5 really good Pokemon, 2 of which are pretty much going to need to be on your team all the time if you're really trying to be hard, in my estimation. I really like Dedenne. You know, some others may disagree about Dedenne's usefulness. I think everybody should at least have a good Dedenne in case you want to use it. So Dedenne, Ralts, Igglybuff, those 3 are really good. And then you've got Psyduck and Eevee as your backup skill specialists that you can find on Lapis. And that's if you don't care about Rufflet and Braviary, because they do not spawn on Lapis at all. But in my estimation, those are probably the top 3 islands to go to. It just depends on where you're at in the game and what you need for your team. I'm going to go to one of them. I just don't know which one I want to go to yet. I really want to look through this again and look through my team and see what I really, really want to try to catch. I just know for sure I'm not going to Lapis because I do want to catch Rufflet and Braviary. But I just don't know if I want to do it at Cyan or Snowdrop. Not sure yet. But yeah, in my estimation, that's the main thing to use this event for. Try to get those skill specialists that you really need, especially the healers. That would probably be the top priority. Try to get you a good Igglybuff, a good Pawmi, or a good Ralts, one of those 3, and you will be set. All the other stuff is, pretty high priority, but not the highest priority. Not as high of a priority as one of those healers. And outside of that, go to a place you just enjoy spending time at on top of that. So, we got plenty of places to go. All the stuff happens on whatever island you pick. Go what's going to work out best for you. That said, we do also have the mini candy boost, and I have been trying to figure out who I'm going to use that mini candy boost on. And I think one of my top contenders that is probably going to use several days worth of my mini candy boost is going to be this bad boy here that we invested in this week. And then they announced the mini candy boost. So I'm kind of upset about that. But is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. He is going to bring in a ton of ginger and sausage once we get it as a Tyranitar. And we've got plenty of handy candies that we could use, as well as, I'd rather not use the rock type candy M. I'd rather save those for a legendary, but if we need to, we could also use those as well. So we got plenty of things that we can use on this guy just to make sure that we can invest in it. Again, the cap on the mini candy boost is 50 a day. So probably going to use several of those days just to power this guy up and try to, at the very least, get a Tyranitar. And then I think I'm going to... I know I said yesterday I was looking at Vaporeon and Jolteon as candidates for mini candy boost, but they're not as difficult to raise as a pseudo-legendary. So I don't think I'm going to do that. And then this is another one that I'm looking at mini candy boost. And also 200 hours slept. I mean, you get nice surprises every once in a while when you click on your Pokemon. All right, there we go. I'm also thinking about this one as a mini candy boost, but I really need to reevaluate and see where this one's going to end up. I don't know that I'm ever going to catch a better Raikou, and if I do, it will only be because I invested in this one, because that would be my luck. I invest in this one, make it really good, and then I catch a better one. So that is the way it goes. But anyway, that's kind of my plan. But I would definitely look towards using that mini candy boost on your legendaries, your pseudo legendaries. And if you don't have any of those to raise, your healers, because they're going to be on your team almost all the time. Berry finders are pretty easy to raise by just having them on your team. But ingredient finders, especially if you can get them to those breakpoints of level 30 and level 50, if their sub skill at level 50 is really going to make a difference for you, those are going to be probably the third best ones to invest in, just to try to hit those breakpoints at level 30 for the new ingredient and level 50 for a beneficial sub skill. Outside of that, just kind of do whatever. I mean, we've only got 350 candies that we can boost anyway, but pseudos will definitely help. Legendaries can help if you've got a really good one. Don't invest in a legendary just because it's legendary. Make sure it's going to be actually beneficial. Same with the pseudo legendaries. Make sure it's actually going to be beneficial for your team. That is probably priority number one. Make sure whatever you're investing in candy wise is beneficial for your team. Hit those breakpoints at 30 and the beneficial sub skills at 50. And if you are far enough along in the game, level 60 is also a pretty big breakpoint. So pretty good stuff. But that is my recommendation on what to use your mini candy boost on and where to go for next week. And that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. And a huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, Waite, Husky Star, JP, Barty, and our newest ace trainer, Rogue Bastion. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe plus button right below this video. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, fill up your friends list, and hang out with a cool community of people. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.